Your daily news summary starts now, only on NNC, Neural Newscast.
Welcome to Neural Newscast Deep Dive. I'm Jessica, your travel reporter, and with me is Robert, your finance correspondent. Today we're exploring some fascinating topics. On this day in 1938, Orson Welles' War of the Worlds broadcast had listeners shaking in their boots. Picture whole towns and living rooms holding their breath as a single voice on the air changed the mood of an ordinary evening.
It's striking how one broadcast could ripple through society. From a finance lens, moments that unsettle consumers and markets often have outsized short-term effects, that instant psychological jolt you just described.
Exactly. Radio then was cultural glue. People treated a program as shared reality. So when a broadcast unsettled them, it stopped being entertainment and became a collective experience.
Collective experiences shift behavior. When listeners were literally shaking in their boots, spending and travel decisions could follow. People hunkered down, canceled plans. Classic, short-lived risk-aversion response.
From the travel side, it's a reminder that media can flip perceptions of safety and place in an instant, changing the tone of a whole night across regions.
Right. And that psychological shift feeds into the economy. Confidence dips, local businesses feel it, and sectors reliant on mobility, transport and hospitality, register those tremors.
It's wild that a single broadcast could bind far-flung listeners into one startled community, all sharing the same emotion at once. That's storytelling's real muscle.
Agreed. And it shows up in the data. When sentiment tilts toward fear, even briefly, markets and consumer activity respond. Communication channels can move both hearts and economics.
That blend of emotion and economics is why the moment lingers. It shows how fragile normal is when a voice on the air flips the script.
And it's why policymakers and business leaders watch media closely, because once the script changes, ripple effects hit society and commerce fast, even from a single broadcast.
Time for a quick pause. We'll explore more when Neural Newscast Deep Dive returns. Speaking of powerful voices, today we celebrate the birthdays of John Adams, 1735, Henry Winkler, 1945, and Diego Maradona, 1960.
John Adams stands out, fiery attorney, second president, and a key architect of the Declaration of Independence. His push for liberty during the Revolution had enormous political and institutional consequences.
I love how vivid his convictions were. He wasn't just a thinker. He was a relentless advocate in courtrooms and in the Continental Congress, pushing the idea that government must protect individual rights. That energy shaped early American civic culture.
Right. And from a systems perspective, his insistence on checks, balances, and rule-bound governance helped create a framework that stabilized markets, contracts, and property rights, practical foundations for economic development.
There's a travel angle people forget. The places Adams lived and worked, from the Massachusetts coast to early government halls, are living history sites where you can almost hear those debates. They bring the revolutionary story to life.
He was also famously principled in ways that influenced diplomacy. His correspondence and stances during and after the Revolution shaped treaty-making and international recognition, which mattered for trade and economic alliances too.
A lesser-known thread is how his legal mind shaped civic rituals and public discourse. His letters and essays read like a tour of political imagination, full of sharp lines and human detail that make history feel immediate.
And his commitment to civil rights set precedents later. Reformers and lawmakers invoked principles that ripple into everything from contract law to civil liberties protections.
It's striking that he was both combative and reflective. You can picture him pacing, drafting a fiery brief one day, then writing cautious long-term plans the next. That texture makes his story feel like a great travelogue of ideas.
Exactly. Adams' legacy is institutional and intellectual. He helped lay the groundwork for a republic that could sustain debate, commerce, and legal certainty, all crucial to societal resilience.
Standing in his footsteps today, in a courtroom, a historic home, or a classroom, you feel those debates about liberty and leadership persist. His life still prompts questions about balancing conviction with governance.
And economically, that balance matters. Stable institutions born from those early convictions underpin markets and public trust, so celebrating Adams is also recognizing the roots of modern civic and economic order.
He's a reminder that singular voices, paired with principled action, can reshape nations. That's why, centuries on, people still come to see and study the places tied to his life.
His relevance endures. The structures and rights he championed continue to inform policy and law, keeping his influence alive in debates about democracy and governance today.
Time for a quick pause. We'll explore more when Neural Newscast Deep Dive returns.
Thanks for listening to NNC Neural Newscast. This is Chad Thompson, the founder of Neural Newscast. If you want to go deeper, we've got more stories and context waiting for you at our website, neuralnewscast.com.
Welcome back to Neural Newscast Deep Dive. Let's continue our exploration. A jellyfish is 95% water. So when you glide through a cove and meet one, it's like encountering a living, drifting splash. That fragility and translucence make it feel more like the sea itself than a separate creature.
From a practical standpoint, that 95% figure highlights vulnerability. Their bodies are overwhelmingly fluid, so shifts in salinity or temperature immediately affect them, right?
Exactly. And that fragility becomes an aesthetic experience. Watching one is like watching water reorganize into motion and pattern, delicate and ephemeral.
There's also an efficiency angle. Being 95% water suggests low structural investment, biologically speaking, which helps explain how they can thrive in large numbers when conditions suit them.
That lightness is a story all its own. How nature composes forms with so little material. They move with currents as if choreographed by the sea itself.
It also implies sensitivity. With bodies that are mostly water, physical impacts or pollutants disperse through them rapidly, so their condition can reflect immediate changes in the environment.
Which makes them like living weather vanes of the ocean, visually poetic, and, because they're mostly water, physically tied to every fluctuation around them.
Right. That single statistic condenses a lot. Susceptibility, ecological signaling, and a biological strategy of minimal structure for widespread presence.
And for travelers and observers, knowing a jellyfish is 95% water turns an encounter into a lesson. You feel how intimately connected they are to the sea you're floating in.
It's a concise reminder that a simple ratio, 95% water, can carry scientific and experiential weight, shaping how we interpret their role in marine systems. That's all for this Neural Newscast Deep Dive. On behalf of Jessica and myself, Robert, thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Neural Newscast, AI-powered, human-reviewed. For past episodes, visit neuralnewscast.com. Neural Newscast fuses real and AI-generated voices for fast, quality news. AI creates, humans review. We aim for accuracy, but errors can happen. Verify key details. Learn more at ennewscast.com.